We've lost contact with the crew of the Aurora. Our attempts to reestablish communication have failed. The silence is deafening. The last transmission from Captain Lewis was a frantic warning about an unknown threat. We're trying to analyze the data, but it's unclear what we're dealing with. Dr. Patel is running simulations to predict the trajectory of the unknown entity. Her team is working around the clock to find a solution. The ship's AI, Eve, has detected strange energy signatures emanating from the unknown entity. We're trying to decode their meaning. We've received reports of strange occurrences on board the Aurora. Crew members are experiencing vivid nightmares and paranoia. The entity is adapting to our attempts to communicate. We need to find a new strategy or risk being overwhelmed. We've discovered evidence of an ancient civilization that once thrived on this planet. The entity may be connected to their technology. The entity is now directly engaging us. We're preparing for a confrontation, but the outcome is far from certain. Our scans reveal that the entity is massive, with an unknown composition. It may be the key to understanding the universe. We've lost one of our own crew members. The others are traumatized, and morale is plummeting. The entity is now manipulating our perceptions. We're experiencing hallucinations and paranoia. We've discovered a hidden message from the crew before they went silent. It reads, "They're coming for us." The entity has breached our shields. We're trying to hold it back, but it's only getting stronger. We've lost contact with mission control. The world is unaware of what's happening on board the Aurora. The entity is now in our living quarters. We're trapped, and it's only a matter of time before. We've tried everything to stop the entity, but it just keeps adapting. We're running out of options. The last thing we see is the entity looming over us. It's not natural. This is the end. No more signals from the Aurora. The crew is gone, and we're left with only questions. The last transmission from the Aurora remains a mystery. We'll never know what happened to those brave souls. The stars above seemed to twist in agony as the ship drifted further into darkness. Engine failure, life support failing, hope slipping away with each passing minute. Crew members stumbled through the ship, desperate to find a solution before it was too late. The captain's voice crackled over the comms system, his words laced with desperation and fear. Life support systems were failing, air growing thick with carbon dioxide. Alarms blared as the ship's computer struggled to compensate for the failing engines. The crew's final attempts at repairs were in vain, their efforts mere moments too late. In a last-ditch effort, the captain ordered the ship to attempt a gravity jump. The ship careened wildly out of control, threatening to tear itself apart. A blinding flash of light illuminated the darkness as the ship's engines exploded. The silence that followed was oppressive, punctuated only by the sound of screams. As the ship's systems went dark, the crew's desperate calls for help faded into nothingness. The last transmission from the Aurora remains a mystery. A faint hum of engines echoed through the silence, a chilling reminder that they were not alone. The stars above seemed to twist in agony once more as a new ship appeared on the horizon. A rescue team, or something else, approached the Aurora's wreckage with caution. The planet's surface seemed to writhe and twist in agony as the ship drew closer. A lone figure emerged from the wreckage, their face twisted in a mixture of pain and terror. The world around them seemed to melt away as they reached out for help. A faint glow appears in the distance as they grasp for a lifeline. The crew's desperate cry echoes through the emptiness, a beacon of hope. Stars twinkle like diamonds scattered across the velvet expanse above. The crew's fingers brush against something metallic, a glimmer of salvation. A hiss of compressed air escapes as the crew's grip tightens. The world around them begins to distort, like a reflection in rippling water. The crew's eyes lock onto a strange, pulsing orb in the distance. A low hum builds in intensity, vibrating through every molecule of air. The crew's faces contort in a mixture of fear and anticipation. The orb begins to pulse faster, its light intensifying to blinding brightness. A blast of energy erupts from the orb, sending the crew flying. The world around them is a blur as they struggle to regain their footing. A voice, distant yet clear, speaks words that send shivers down their spines. The crew's eyes widen in horror as they realize what's being said. A cold, calculating presence looms over them, its intentions clear. The crew's minds reel as they try to comprehend the true nature of their situation. A faint whisper echoes through the comms system, a message from an unknown source. The crew's grip on reality begins to slip as hope and despair wrestle for dominance. A vision of their own mortality flashes before their eyes, a harsh reminder of their situation. The crew's screams are drowned out by the cacophony of their own thoughts and fears. In the distance, a new world beckons, shrouded in an otherworldly aura. The crew's fingers, still grasping for that lifeline, begin to wither away. The last transmission fades into silence as their grip finally lets go. And then nothing, only the infinite expanse of space and time.